That Discover More area provides a roadmap for the Flux itself. We were previously doing that in a Google Doc, and you had to go back into Netsuite and dig for all of these things, and now they're all right there. I'm Corey Griffin. I'm the controller at Betterment. Betterment's the largest independent robo-advisor, and we help customers save for the future by making savings and investing easy. To keep pace with the rapid expansion of our business without sacrificing the quality of our work and the accuracy of our financial output so that the executives can make informed business decisions. Before we used Numeric, we used a Google Doc for our close checklist. We would roll it forward every month. It wasn't embedded in our process, so individuals wouldn't necessarily use it throughout the course of the day. They would go through the close process during the day and then go back to the Google Doc and sort of fill it in as a requirement. And because it wasn't embedded in the process, it led to sort of a lack of adherence by the team in terms of timely closing of the checklist items. And in certain cases, individuals just weren't going there at all throughout the close period because they were busy. It's really been a functional tool for us during the close. Particularly for myself as the controller, I use the dashboard sort of as my roadmap. And from the dashboard, I'm able to see the pace we're at during the close, what items are outstanding, what items are blocked, what individuals are maybe behind, and also which specific tasks, whether it be by entity, whether it be by transaction type, are behind. So for me, it really provides a roadmap, and for the team, there are a lot of tools within Numeric that are sort of embedded in their process, things like account reconciliations, flux analysis. It provides a base to not only do that checklist item, but actually perform the task within the platform. For me as the controller, the dashboard is like, I'm in there all the time. I know the team also loves the dashboard because of the pacing line graph and seeing for the current period how we're pacing versus historical periods. That's always sort of keeping us on our toes. The Discover More area on the flux analysis, it provides insight as to, on a particular GL account, what explanations you've had for a variance in the past, how the account has moved in the past, and that really provides a good base for someone who's filling out a flux analysis to see what has happened historically compared to now to inform their explanation for that current month. Lack of visibility and lack of usefulness, quite frankly. It was something that, from an audit standpoint, we knew we were required to do. So we would essentially just have our close process in our head and sort of fill this out after the fact. It wasn't necessarily useful for our day-to-day. And it actually held us up because we were doing this additional step after we actually did all the things. So having something where we were able to do the things within the app and then also add links and add support to a task so that when you went to the next month, you'd be able to see what you had did the previous month and sort of use that as a roadmap, and it was right there. You didn't have to go find it somewhere. A lot of the other tools, when compared to Numeric, lacked flexibility and customability. They were very much out of the box, and they were also very much centered towards managing the checklist itself. When we looked at Numeric, we saw that the goal there was different. It was linked up with Netsuite, our ERP, and there was the ability to actually do some of the tasks and fulfill some of the tasks within the platform itself. That was one of my favorite parts about Numeric. Our adoption was really organic. We started the process with just mapping over our Google Doc into Numeric, use that as a base, use that for our first month, and then incrementally over time, we've added features and added different checklist items as we were ready to do them. So in comparison to other implementations, I know I've done some where you really have to block out a couple months. That was not the case here at all. We were able to, like I said, do that simple step of transitioning over the Google Doc and then go from there and organically build out our Numeric environment. It's made us more efficient. When we were in the Google Docs, a lot of times there wasn't necessarily adherence to the checklist itself on a timely basis. As we've scaled, all of the checklist items are front and center for each individual, And if something is overdue, you see a red date, and our team doesn't like that. So it intuitively forces you to go in and do those things that maybe if you weren't necessarily in the platform, you would potentially skip over, do more on a quarterly basis, even if you wanted to do it monthly. So it's really pushed us to do things that are really best in class for us. For us, it's really helped from a control standpoint with the consistency of what we're providing on a month-to-month basis. Ensuring that all checklist items are done in a timely manner, providing a roadmap of consistency. All of the links and journal entries on a task itself has allowed for us to have consistent support regardless of who's doing it. So in terms of if we have a new member on the team, people are passing things down, passing things over, they have a roadmap going forward of pinned links, pinned support that they can look at and essentially take that as a starting point. It provides a roadmap that not only helps us get to the finish line, but plays a part in getting us to the finish line. I think that's my favorite part about it, is not only is it providing a roadmap, but it's also allowing you to do the things you need to do within the platform. Interactive and intuitive. I'm a happy customer. Thank you for allowing us to use the software.